quiet. Be quiet. Because I'm live streaming now. Okay, well, hopefully that works now. Well, I might as well move the chat over a little bit. It's better. Alright, well, several tornado warnings are stretched out across Minnesota. Yep. Everyone, stop coming in and out, dang it. Alright, anyways. Yeah, can you put the stream up here? Make sure it's on mute.
It's already on mute.
Right. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's a cell going up there. World. Man, I'm gonna go talk with Granddad real quick. Here, I'll be right back. Don't touch any of this.
Want me to mute it for you?
Oh, you keep the mic on. I have no clue who that guy is, but he's welcome.
Just speaking Spanish.
Alright, anyways. Well, here's the setup today. We're looking at. Oh yeah, let me move to closer radar site over here to the right. Alright, we're looking at two areas, or one area of a level 4 moderate risk up here in the upper Midwest in Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa. If this will load. It's tornado driven from west Wisconsin into southeast Minnesota and far northern Iowa there. And we do have a strong tornado risk outside of that. It's a bit more conditional from northeast Kansas up to upper Michigan, just barely there. And we do have a 5% risk that ranges all the way down to just west of the Abilene, Texas area along the dry line. That is a much more conditional risk, but if I go here into radar scope, we do have a tornado watch out here for pretty much this large area here. And let me try to do that, but what I did notice, I was telling my grandparents, there's towers going up here. I believe there's a small tower going up here. And further to the south, we have a storm going up west of the Vernon area. And this is right now going kind of north, but it should change more to the northeast later on. But we may have a few more storms than originally forecasted, and I'm specifically talking about these ones down here to the south. We do have this little cell down here that could make it to the Red River Valley if it keeps going up, but right now we're keeping an eye on all these different sorts of cells going up and spreading around a little bit. And I am going to pop in my headphone for my phone so I can actually hear the alert sound. Alright, anyways, well, it's not mic is working, and it is. Okay, yeah. Alright, well, right now the main focus will be further up north, and I do have a friend of mine who is letting me use his stream. He's up here in these, chasing these, cells. And I'm not entirely sure where he's at right now. All I know is he's in northeast Kansas. And I'm gonna go and throw in his, stream into, into the description my stream. So if you guys wanted to just go on and watch him by himself, you guys have that option. But for now, I think it disconnected on his end. But let's go ahead and fly up to the northeast here, and let's flip down with this radar. We're watching these cells right now in southern Minnesota. These cells could produce a couple strong tornadoes. There was a tornado on the ground not long ago. Okay, well, now I've got that set down. Let's go ahead and swap over here back to Radar Omega. There is a new tornado warning that has just been issued. Two of them, actually. Let's go and swap around a little bit here. There was a brand new tornado warning down here on the southern cell. Which Serenia, I think this is the closest one. But it is for, I believe, this cell right here, because it is. Yep. I'll see it. We should see it here in a minute, but it's very difficult to see. This is terrible coverage out here in this area of the country. And going further south, oh yeah, you can kind of see that hook there a little bit. Yep. Here's a couple of. It's not looking very impressive, at least not to me. And there is this big line right here that is forcing that tornado warning, a couple tornado warnings as well. Let's go and see if his stream disconnected. Oh, nope, there it goes. Didn't mean to go full screen.
Yeah, but conceptually speaking, yes, because you are technically ingesting.
Right now, he is on those cells there in.
The rear flank.
Stop doing that. Okay, that's fixed. Let's go ahead back over to Radar Scout. We're watching these storms in Minnesota right now. If you're just coming on in now, these storms up here in Minnesota, they can produce, and eventually northern Iowa, they can produce strong, maybe even violent long track tornadoes later on. And we're keeping an eye on those very closely. Alright. This over to my right here. Let's go ahead and it looks like his thing's back up and running. And there is a only 5% chance here with that 5% here elevated risk here in central Oklahoma, southeast Kansas, and in Texas, all the way down to Texas. But an isolated strong tornado or two cannot be completely ruled out today down in that area because of just how strong the low level jet is today. And there's a lot of instability as well. So let's go ahead and go a little further south here in Oklahoma, or actually let's go to northeast Kansas and see what's going on. And that cell down there is now severe, coming up onto the Texas-Oklahoma border on the around the Red River. And it kind of looks like a hook starting to form up there east of Abilene. Yeah, I'm gonna focus this south here real quick. Does this have a tornado possible tag with it? No, it doesn't. But that looks like a hook to me. And this is going to have some fairly damaging hail in it, too. A little additional rotation up there further to the north a little bit. And again, there's a lot of instability today. And I mean a lot of it. Focus out on these storms out here. Let's see. You going off? Man, I need to figure something out here. Trying to fix something on my radar app.
Are you muted?
No.
Just mute sometimes, bro.
No, I'm not gonna mute at all.
Why?
Just because I prefer not to.
Wise man.
Stop. Nasty. Stop. Seriously, radar Omega, where are you? Why are you doing this? Okay, there we go. Now it's working. Now it's working. Okay. Now I should be able to get alerted when there's a new tornado warning. Let's go and check out Tan here and see what he's doing. And he is coming up on the storm right now, but I'm not entirely sure which storm he's on really, but it's probably the southern one coming up on Chapman, Kansas. Let's go back up to Minnesota here real quick, where there does appear to be a new tornado warning that has been issued recently. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, yeah, never mind. Let's go up here. I don't think these two tornado warnings here have not been confirmed just yet. But these are in an environment. It's like something trying to go up here near Wildcat. Trying. So there's a spot with more concentrated rotation there. Just south of Wildcat. It's gonna see. If you're gonna be using that, get out. You just hit me twice. Anyways, we're still keeping a very close eye on this entire line here. We are watching for any extra development further to the south as well. Let's go ahead and go here into pivotal weather. And we are going to check out if this is going to work. Oh, Oops, hold. Wrong region. I need the Midwest. We're gonna go to the HRR model. And actually, let's go ahead. Here they go. And right now we're looking at these cells that are kind of off to the east right now. But we're watching for more development. Here we can see from northeast Kansas. This goes all the way up through central Iowa and southern Minnesota. And there does appear to be another isolated cell behind this line. But I think it'll be in quite of a worked up environment. But going through the evening, there's not a whole lot of these cells that I'm looking at, isolated supercells, but any cell that can remain isolated, like this one here and this one here, they look all alone, and there's not a cap really here. Even if there was a cap, it would be very, very, very weak. Let's go ahead and head over to the southern plains here. The southern plains, where we are expecting these storms to develop here in northwest Texas, and there is towers going up down here just several miles south of Oklahoma City, but going through the afternoon and evening hours, we see all these storms go up and go into the Oklahoma City metro, where I do think they could stay tornadic. So we're keeping a very close eye on this. It's going back over to.
Keep going south.
Yep. I don't know. It looks to me like it's going to move out of the warnings.
He's lagging behind
Here's where we are in position to them both.
Get ahead of that?
Which?
The southern one.
We should. It's moving slow.
Okay. This left split's right here.
Yeah, the left split.
If we can get a view of the base, maybe we can get an idea of what this thing's doing.
Maybe right here. No, never mind. That's a hill.
Damn, these hills are a bit annoying.
That looks like it's splitting.
Now it actually does.
There is a new tornado warning out for, let's see here, this cell. New tornado warning. It goes just west of Buffalo Center, but this is still a tornadic thunderstorm here. This is in, far northern Iowa? It should be. Yeah, far northern Iowa. So we are looking at a new tornadic thunderstorm here, just northwest of Algona, and southeast of Estherville. It's not confirmed at this time, but these cells are in an environment where they can very quickly produce strong tornadoes up here in Minnesota, Iowa. They can produce strong, even long-track, violent tornadoes today. And we can't even see the velocity couplet down there on that one. But up here, just west of Kenyon, it does look like this particular couplet is strengthening. Yeah, we could have a tornado in development, trying to develop here. I'm seeing a whole lot of debris. But we could be seeing a tornado in development right now, pretty close to Kenyon here. It's going to be west of Kenyon. Let's see here. It's not confirmed. It's not observed at this time. And I'm going to have to double check and make sure the alert system is working here. Okay, yeah, it's working. Alright, well, again, this isn't confirmed just yet here, but we do have a possible tornado in development here west of Kenyon. Kenyon, Minnesota. Will likely be like right here. This is gonna be around 7 miles west of Kenyon, Minnesota. If we see a tornado, it should be like roughly right here in this spot. There might be a little bit of debris there, but it's not lined up with velocity. Oh, nope, there it goes. Okay, this could be a tornado on the ground. There is like a little bit of correlation coefficient. There's a little bit of a CC drop where the tornado should be. But, it's a little wonky right now. But we could have a tornado in development. If not, it's already on the ground here. We have a pretty strong couplet in place. Fairly good. Oh, yeah, this could be a tornado. Yeah, this could be a tornado either on the ground or in development right now. This can be, again, like 7 miles west of Kenyon, Minnesota. It's been a strengthening couplet, or now it's 5 miles. So these storms are moving fairly quickly. Here, let's see here. It could be in Kenyon in the next few minutes here. Yeah, this is a rapidly strengthening couplet right now. Well, it looks like they just kind of broadened it down a little bit, which is what we like to see when they are more broad out like this. See what's going on in northeast Kansas.
I know what I'm doing, blood. In the system before you get to Monkeyville. I'm like, Hunter, we are fine.
I'm gonna wait until they get into position. I'm gonna give them time. Let's go here into the Storm Prediction Center. Nothing really new at the moment. So let's go ahead and just stay here. Where we had, well, it looks like a tightening couplet. There might have been a brief tornado here just a minute ago west of Kenyon. The couplet suddenly tightened. There might have been, it kind of looked like there was a CC drop right where a tornado should be. So this might have just been a brief tornado west of Kenyon. Because it tightened up, and it looks like there was some brief CC drop, correlation coefficient. Let's go down into northeast Kansas here real fast and see if those storms are organizing. It does look like these might be actually something going on right here. Alright, we are in velocity. I'm not seeing much rotation at all just yet, but these supercells, they are still fairly young in their life cycle, so we can just keep a close eye on those, and as they push off to the northeast into a better environment. Let's go down here into Oklahoma, where we have, looks like a splitting supercell now. It looks like a splitting supercell here over Chillicothe, Texas. I don't know if I spelled that right or pronounced that right, but this is a strengthening supercell. It's trying to strengthen, and looks like it's going through a bit of a split now. But the southern cell will be the strongest if it can hold together long enough. Let's go up here to the north, where we do have these towers trying to keep themselves together. We're going to have to keep a close eye on those in case those can become severe. Let's go back to the north, to these cells up here near, just south of St. Paul and Minneapolis, Minnesota. Oh, did radar skip just crash? It's not responding. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Not entirely sure what happened there. Let's go ahead and check velocity here. We still have it's still kind of a broad couplet, but looks like it's just a little stronger right there, maybe. Not seeing anything there though. It's still a fairly broad couplet, but it did kind of tighten up, like around this spot. Did tighten up, but now it's looking just a little more broad, just by a little bit, not by very much, but still needs to be watched here, regardless of strength, because it is still in a very primed environment to have supercells, or to have like tornadoes, like quick tornadoes here, strong tornadoes. And that is a fairly decent hook, or it's not really a hook anymore, but you kind of see a bulge here. That's what's causing that tornado warning, is that area. And we have this area further to the south, but it's not in any real good radar coverage. Though we do have storms way further out to the west, near South Falls, South Dakota. I can't pronounce that, but right now we do have some fairly large hailstones falling out probably here, where we have half dollar size out of this cell. Might be getting larger hailstones out of that though. And quarter size hail out of this storm further to the east. These might just stay at hailers because they're kind of further to the west. And right now we're not in like the prime timing for these supercells to really take off yet. But here we are, just west of Kenyon. We have this cell still going up here. Still kind of a bit more, slightly a bit more of a broad circulation. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning out for these cells to the west I was just mentioning. Let's see what these guys are doing.
But I'm glad we didn't go.
But they're still setting up to get here.
Straight right here?
Yes.
So then we keep an eye on these guys here as they continue to set up.
Yep.
Whatever they're going to set up. But we have a new severe thunderstorm warning now. Storms are continuing to try to grow down there around the Red River and Oklahoma. And we still have a fairly decent couplet here in around Kenyon. Hopefully I'm saying that correct. Minnesota. It's like the couplet is trying to strengthen right there. That's where a tornado most likely touch down. I'm not seeing really a couplet at all. Not seeing any debris signature just yet. But if we see a tornado, it'll most likely touch down right there where I have it circled. It looks like it's trying to tighten up here. It's not observed, but it could be a tornado trying to develop here. Tightest rotation right now is between County Road 30 Boulevard and 450th Street, just about. So it's still trying to kind of develop here. It's definitely trying. It's not very successful just yet, though, which is like what we like to see. We do likely have a few quarters in here, maybe larger, wrapping around that hail core, or wrapping around that mezzo. And we're gonna keep a close eye on this here. It does look like the couplet, it's kind of weakening out a little bit. It's trying to tighten up, but it's not being very successful, but still could drop a tornado if it gets just strong enough here. This is going to be, here, it's going around just a mile north of Kenyon, Minnesota. Just about. still only have 3 tornado warnings active right now. And we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning in southwestern Oklahoma, so we can go check that out here real quick. I'm going to go ahead and go over to reflectivity here for this, because just severe thunderstorm warning, or you don't see any real tornado threat with this just yet. This is a splitting supercell as well, so we're gonna about to have like 2 separate ones here. In this northern one, it looks like it's, yeah, it definitely has hail on that uh, north side there. I'm not seeing any spin of rotation in here right now, but it looks like this one could directly threaten Oklahoma City if it stays on this path, its current path, off to the northeast. Let's go and check out, oh, speaking of Oklahoma City, let's go and check the city out. We do have a few towers, like showers, still here in entering Cleveland County, but I don't think these will turn into supercells. It looks like it are kind of failing right now. Let's go and go back to the northeast, northeast. Do these cells still ongoing? These tornadic supercells. Let's go ahead and this is tornado watch. This missile scale discussion is for the cells southwest of Oklahoma, crossing the Red River right now. Hail is expected to go between baseballs and softballs. Tornado. This is only like most probable peak intensity. We could have like an EF5 out of these cells, or like just have no tornadoes at all. But right now we're still dealing, like, we may only have a cell or two, but we're expecting a few more than that possible. But initial discrete supercell is developed immediately south of the Red River in western North Texas, where convergence is maximized near the dry line amid an uncapped air mass. So this is very high instability and CAPE in here. I got 3,000 joules per kilogram. But we are right, let's see here. Storms should intensify into dominant right movers with an increasing supercell tornado risk. Current indications are that this evolution will occur in the 0 to 01Z time frame. The strong buoyancy, discrete, semi-discrete mode, and increasing streamwise vorticity, around 400 meters squared per second squared effective SRH, will support a strong to intense tornado threat. So it could have a few strong to even possibly long track tornado threat developing here with any of these discrete cells that can fire off in southwestern Oklahoma. I'm gonna take a quick break, get dinner here real fast. I'll be right back. Come on, come in, kitty, kitty, kitty. Okay. No? Okay. Anyways, we're back up and running here. Make sure this is okay. I'm gonna get this my radar, my other radar up back on my phone here real quick. Make sure the alert still works. Yep. All right. Travel back up to Minnesota here for a moment. Again, make sure it's working because I just had to exit the app. Nope. It's annoying how that happens. Actually, there's something I do need to check real quick. Alright. Alright, now go back to Radar Omega. I should be getting rewards now. I'm going to double check that. Okay, good. Alright, we still have just one tornado warning in place. I believe, yep, just one tornado warning in place here. And this is around Bell Creek, Goodhue, Zumbrota, Minnesota. If you live in any of those towns, you need to get to your safe spot, especially if you are on the northern side of this. In this big area, Goodhue, you need to get to your safe spot immediately, lowest level, centermost point of the house. You cannot be in the path of this thing and be above ground, because this is an environment where it can produce a tornado fairly quickly, and said tornadoes can be strong. Going back south, looks like there may have been a gust front that just undercutted these storms here. And we have a new tornado warning issued here. I'll go north here real quick. It is for this cell here that was tornado warned earlier. Let's see. Albert Lee, Glenville, Twin Lakes, Mansfield, Conger, Alden, Walters, Keister, Minnesota. So that's going to be this area out here. That needs to be in their safe spot right now. We're talking about Quartz Grove, Manchester, Bancroft, Albert Lee, Conger, Minnesota. You need to get to your safe spot immediately. This is a new tornado warned storm. This storm can drop a tornado at any minute. Lowest level, centermost point of the house. You cannot be above ground in these kind of storms, because these can produce storms relatively quickly, or tornadoes relatively quickly. It's not observed at this time. Let's see if I can get velocity here. Could be right there a little bit. It's not a very good spot. It's not. I can't see the rotation all that well here. Only two tornado warnings in effect at the moment. It should we could be looking at a tornado outbreak really unfolding here, though. No, I don't want to look at you. I don't want that. We're still let's get this radar back up and running here. Alright, now I got that back up running. I'm gonna go check out on Tanner here. Alright, so just had to call them on there for a minute. She texted me. She's at work. She wants to know what's going on, but okay, good. That's still working. Alright, well, we still have the strong to intense tornado threat possibly going up, with streamwise vorticity increasing. And it looks like, yep, Tan is back on the road. I think
It's also
Whoa! Can we please stop?
huh?
Can we please stop?
What?
We need to get on this side road right here.
Yeah. If there's a road.
Go in this parking lot.
Yeah, you can do that.
Let's do that.
Yep.
okay, so how many watches do I have? What? 3 different tornado watches out right now. Or this one's expired, I think. Oh no. Oh, okay, no, that's not. Never mind. Alright, but we're still dealing with several different tornado watches. And yeah, here's a tornado warning there. You have 2 tornado warnings active right now. That's across the entire nation, not just in a particular state. But yeah, they are both in southern Minnesota right now. And again, we should be seeing additional cells developing further to the south as well, kind of behind this, or not behind it, back here. Behind these storms, we're expecting more hailers and wind producers. But like down the line here, anything that can stay like on this line or ahead of it should be able to continue to produce strong tornadoes, possibly long track violent tornadoes. Hang on! Alright, let's see here. Alright, now they got that back set up. Alright, one of these tornado warnings have expired when they have one left in the state. Alright, be right back. Yeah?
Coming!
I'm back. Yeah, you're McAfee. I don't care. All right. We only have one tornado warning still left in this entire United States, and it is this one here. Let's go see.
Hope you guys saw. Hope you guys saw that beautiful all cloud.
Oh, we're sped up now.
Yep.
North option coming up here quick, right?
Yeah, I got a little ways. I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
We cannot go north out of that town just like I thought.
Why not?
That road's closed. That was the road that was closed that we were gonna head to originally. So we have to go around.
Alright, well, he's still doing his thing in Kansas right now, northeast Kansas. He did mention a wall cloud, so I can go out and check that out real quick. Now, before we do check that out, I do want to come down here into Oklahoma and check around here real quick. I'm going to check chat over really nothing right now, but we still do have a couple cells down here. It's like possibly I don't know what's going on here, but anyways, we have this left split supercell here. These storms might actually be starting to weaken down just a tad bit here. Maybe. Still saying golf balls, but I'm not entirely sure that's 100% true just yet. But let's go and check down here for any of these cells, see if they're going up. Really, this one does look like it might have a little hook on it here. Just a small, kind of wide hook, but keep a close eye on that for sure. Let's go up here to the north on this severe cell here. Let's go ahead and check. Oh, word. Good lord. It's very weird looking. It's kind of weird here. Weird looking. Still only have one tornado warning in the entire U.S., and that is that one out here to the northeast. And let's go ahead and head back out here. It's a very, very difficult to actually tell where this one's at because of how far it is from any radar sites. So go ahead and just watch our storm chaser here.
Ethan, get in the car. It is right on our ass.
Oh. Alright, let's just trying to bug out a little bit here, so I'm gonna head back to radar scope. Alright. I'm going back over to radar Omega so I can hear for any additional alerts. Tornado warning specifically. Alright. Now that I have that set back up again. On radar Omega, there does appear to be a bit of a hook here. But again, it's very weird to see. Look at, really, but... See if there's anything new here with the HRRR model. Let's go ahead and see what the NAM 3 kilometer is saying. At the storms here in southern US. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's go into reflectivity with the updraft helicity here. Still shows a bit of an older one here, but does show that maybe supercell splitting quite a bit. It's a little weird right now, but let's kind of just go back to the H4 model here. So that's the updraft helicity. It does show the splitting supercells and more additional supercellular development to the north here. Oklahoma City, I still wouldn't rule out a possibility for a few tornadoes there. Let's go back down south here. Still only one tornado warning in the entire U.S. right now, and is this one here for Albert Lee, Walters, Mansfield, Alden, Albert Lee again, Bancroft, Manchester, and just west of Hayward, Minnesota. If you are in any of those towns I just mentioned, you need to get to your safe spot immediately. If you are in a weakly structured building, say if you are in something like a mobile home, RV, car, evacuate it. Hide in a ditch if you have to. Hiding in a ditch is, believe it or not, safer than hiding inside of the RV. So, make sure. Okay, yeah, that's still working. It's good. Alright, there's a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings right now. Let's go ahead and head back down to these. Oh, there's a couple new severe, looks like new severe thunderstorm warning here on this cell in northern or southwestern Oklahoma here in the left split. This is golf ball size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. If there is any hail, it can be right in there. It looks like this supercell might be starting to weaken down, maybe even die a little bit. That's gonna be interesting here. There's another supercell to the south, another couple supercells to the south here too. Those might eventually make it to the Red River as well. So those need to be watched closely for at least southern Oklahoma. Let's go back up to the north on these cells in Kansas. These aren't looking like horribly too impressive or anything. Let's go ahead and
I don't either. Did you tweet them?
Yeah.
Did you show them a picture or something?
Yep.
Who are you texting?
Flare.
Better mention my name in there. I don't want to hear you taking all the credit.
these storms are moving east at
30.
around like
That's definitely
40
inflow.
miles an hour.
Yep. I think I'm telling you that boundary, that outflow boundary, is reinforcing some vorticity and also stretching.
Definitely could be. Obviously, it's passing to our north, but we cannot take any north road yet. We have to keep going east.
Okay.
Nice, bud.
Man, if we left 2 minutes early, I don't know if we would have seen that.
Yeah, 40, 50 miles an hour. That's how fast these storms are.
Trust me sometimes, my guy.
Well, we still might have seen that.
Let's go through our scope here. Let's go and change this back over to Storm Prediction Center. Alright, but we have this storm still ongoing here in Gulf Ball plus size hail right now. Oops. Here, just north of Emmett, or west of Emmett, sorry. And I'm not seeing like a horrible amount of rotation either, though. So these storms right here are still evolving. These storms here, they are still evolving and trying to rotate, but still gonna have to keep a very close eye on these here. Still only have one tornado warning in the entire U.S. That is further to the northeast here. If this wants to load, there we go. And that's gonna be right here. This is very poor coverage of radar site here.
We're well ahead of the shelf now.
Yeah, I know. Maybe in 5 miles you can make a left. Yeah, that's probably what you can do. 5 miles, make a left. We're gonna have to be cruising these back roads now, though. It's getting away from the main highways. It also looks like it might be starting to hook now on the radar.
It's back on mute here. Go back into the radar scope. Still only one tornado warning. The only bad thing is it's in horrible radar coverage right now. So, right. Again, Albert Lee, Bancroft, Clarks Grove, Minnesota. You need to get to your safe spot immediately. This is still a strong rotating supercell. Could produce a tornado any minute if it wanted to. Maybe on a bit of a weakening trend, possibly, though. But regardless, it's still in a very favorable environment for supercells to seriously increase and produce possibly tornadoes later on. I do think will start seeing additional tornado activity in the next hour or two, next 2-3 hours. Let's go into Southwest Oklahoma here. Check these supercells that, in my opinion, could be look like they're kind of dying a little bit. This one might be splitting a little bit again there. Uh-oh. Anyways, something a little weird going on with this supercell, though. No, no, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. Oh, look at that. That is a beautiful view right there from Tan, right here. But that is absolutely gorgeous right there. This is strong. This is in northeast Kansas. This is gonna be a damaging wind threat right here.
I looked in my rearview mirror.
This is gonna be like the start of a damaging wind threat.
Hey, Ethan,
here.
it is spinning. That whole thing right here is spinning. Yeah, right there. Look at it.
Oh yeah, I see ya. We should move.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and leave our friends here and let's go over to radar scope. Let's go back to the storms up in Minnesota here. And there's still this one tornado warning. I don't think it's been confirmed at this time, but it may be left to expire in a bit, though. Yeah, it's at 9 minutes now. This storm is moving 30 to 40 miles northeast. Still tornadic. It still has a tornado warning on it. Let's see if I can... It's, like, very weird to see, but that might be it right there. This is, like, looking up several thousand feet up, though, so... this is still a pretty decently strong supercell, though. Let's see how high it's going. This is probably going up pretty high here. Yeah, it's gonna be like 50,000 feet, maybe. Yeah, about 50,000. How has that been trending? Looks like it's going up just a bit, maybe. And as this tracks off to the east, northeast, it might weaken down a little bit, because that's been the trend of these storms a little bit. We've had, I think, like a couple tornadoes already today up here in Minnesota, but I don't think they've been, like, incredibly strong. Anyways, I think that storm is on a bit of a downtrend now, though. Let's go back over to the Storm Prediction Center. I don't think there's anything new. Yeah, there's nothing new, but still keeping an eye on these storms down there, just past the Red River, because if those do increase again, that's not gonna be very good.
Don't mind me.
Right.
It looks like this one's latching onto its alpha.
Look at my phone, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, fucking banger of a chase. Already.
Back down to radar scope here. Still only one tornado warning in the entire U.S. again. And it's this one cell right here that we're keeping an eye on. But again, it might be on a bit of a weakening trend here. But still, regardless, this is coming into Albert Lee towards Hayward, Bancroft, just maybe north of Twin Lakes and Glenville, Minnesota. All these towns I just mentioned are in Minnesota. You have to get to the lowest level, centermost point of your house. There's like quarters to maybe $half size hail coming out of this too. So this is gonna have to be watched very closely because this is about to really, it's trying to spin up. But it's at, the warning's at 5 minutes, so I think it may be left to expire. But there does appear to be a new severe thunderstorm warning here in northeast Kansas. Yeah, they're on this developing cell here. Looks like it does actually have a little hook on it here, though. Let's go and check that out. Let's go to velocity. Oh yeah, it does have a little bit of rotation on it. Boom, there it is. Do have quite a bit of inflow on this actually.
Yeah.
I was confused.
Yeah.
If the storm motion moves, Tanner, please tell me.
YouTube's starting to bug out a little bit again.
I was confused.
No.
Yeah.
If the storm motion moves, Tanner, please tell me.
Oh, this is kind of working itself out. It does look like we have a bit, quite a strong inflow in here. So we definitely have some spin and rotation in this thing. This could be the next tornado warning right here. And if so, this is going northeast right now. Oh yeah, this is tightening up. This could be our next tornado warning here. And this is going towards the northeast. And if this storm continues on its path, it might go just barely southeast of Enterprise, Kansas. But again, this could be our next tornado warning here, because it is seriously strengthening now. It has a decent hook on it. Here's that hook wrapping around there. You can see it there. And here's the couplet. Here's that couplet. Watch how it very quickly strengthens. That has, what is the inflow in that? 60, 70 mile per hour inflow. Yep, there we go. Tornado warning now for the cell here for Enterprise, Kansas here. This tornado warning is going to include just south of Enterprise. Why isn't the... Huh. It's weird. Anyways, this is a tornado warning. It is radar indicated rotation. And just kind of stretch out a little bit, like, that was pretty poor representation of it, but here's that rotation again. If we see a tornado, it will be likely around there. Let's go over to correlation coefficient. I doubt that's it right there, but this is going to be the first tornado warning in Kansas.
Almost at May.
No, we're not.
Dude, it's already almost at Mayetta, and we're still 45 minutes away
That
from Mayetta.
radar looks very misleading.
There's a tornado warning down south.
South of us? Like, really close?
Back by Abilene.
Okay, so they're near Abilene.
To our southwest.
Look, lowering.
Yep, it's back.
Alright, well they're actually really close to this storm right here.
That's a
My friend here and his roommates, they're actually in Abilene from what I just heard.
Yep.
So they may dive south. They see a lowering in it, so as they turn, we may see a wall cloud. But this is a fairly decent. This is a fairly decent spin here. And yeah, there it is. That's where your rotation's gonna be. That's where your mezzo's at. That's where your wall cloud and future tornado's gonna be. It's gonna be right there. This is a fairly chill tornado too, or sorry, supercell. Let's go to the Storm Prediction Center here, see if they have anything updated. I doubt they did. You know, they don't have anything right now. Just going to keep here on the Storm Chaser. All right. Not seeing any debris. Here's that couplet. That's where your tornado will be if it touches the ground. And this might miss just south of Enterprise, Kansas here.
I'm in this bush and I have your own stuff.
Nice.
Let's see here. Alright, I don't know the rotation on Radar Omega here. Yeah, it's looking fairly tight. It's tightening. It's trying to tighten up here. Let's see if... I think they're trying to find a southern road right now, because, if I'm correct, their location right now is on, actually I'm not gonna mention it right now, but, where they're at right now, they might be trying, their storm, the wall cloud, the area of rotation should be to their west. This might be, Abilene they're coming up on here. They're trying to find I'm assuming they're trying to find a road, down south here. Start my radar up here quick though. They are coming up. They are coming up here on a town. I'm assuming this is Abilene. We'll come back to them here in just a moment. What is it? There's a little sign here to the left. What is it? Is it? I can't really see. It's kind of weird. It's awkward to see right there. I will return to them here in a moment, here in a bit. Let's go and go back to radar here onto this concerning supercell near Enterprise, Kansas. If we see a tornado, it will most likely be right there where the gate-to-gate winds are the tightest. I'm not seeing any debris right there, which is good. And this trajectory looks like it just brings the mesocyclone south. But if you live in between Enterprise, Kansas, and Woodbine, Kansas, if you live anywhere in this stretched line here, you need to get to your safe spot now, because this is a rotating supercell. It is trying to become tornadic. Could produce a tornado in just a little bit here. And this is the first tornado warned cell here in Kansas. Nope, still buggy. Okay. We'll go back to them here in a little bit. And it doesn't look like particularly anything new from the Storm Prediction Center. Nope. Alright, well, we still have this tornado warning here. Radar indicated rotation. It is still not observed, but the rotation might be slowly and steadily weakening a bit here. And this is now the only tornado warning in the entire United States. And if we see a tornado, it'll most likely be right here. And this is, right now, about 3 miles south of Enterprise, Kansas. So, and if you live south of Enterprise, Kansas, 3 to 4 miles southeast, you need to get to your safe spot immediately. Because this is a dangerous supercell. It is trying to produce a tornado, or at least to try to produce one. And it does appear that these guys are still on
I still think it's like kind of getting itself together again though.
Western road.
So it's not a big deal. Yeah, it's definitely dull, but not this road.
Nope. Onto the main highway at least. I'd rather get on a main highway. It's probably like 70.
Yeah.
Right. Well, definitely gonna keep up with these guys here.
But it's almost crossing that main highway I want to get to. That's what I mean.
let's go ahead and head back here. Again, this is the only game in the entire state right now. Only tornadic supercell. That can change very quickly in any of these cells across across the concern area. And yeah, that rotation is weakened out very fast here. It started out back here, and yeah, that's definitely weakened down quite a bit. But yeah, let's go and go back to the Storm Prediction Center and stay here for a little bit. Stay back with here. Let's go back down to Oklahoma. See Southwest Oklahoma. See what's going on with these cells down here. See if they've gone up or gone down. Might be able to have a hook here. They seem to be roughly the same, but this cell to the north does appear to be strengthening here. This is coming up onto Lone Wolf, Oklahoma here. And the largest hailstones in this particular storm. And there is a new severe thunderstorm warning on the cell west of Watson. But the largest hailstones should be falling on this western cell here. Come around east 1460 road. And north 2130 road. These supercells look like they might be struggling just a little bit here. But it does appear like there is a new cell going up to the south. Yeah, right here. This cell right here needs to be watched, depending on where it goes here. And that is a strengthening cell, too. It's trying to hug along the dry line. You can't really see it there, but any of those cells will be strong, will be severe, and could eventually become tornadic. And let's go back to the only tornadic supercell in the entire United States right now, which is this cell here. Still only radar indicated. Looks like velocity rotation's trying to come up a little bit.
Wait, that one chase.
I'm all caught up here.
Now that is a hail spike, maybe.
Where? Looks like it. Or some radar bug.
Oh, let's leave them to do what they are doing. Let's restart this. Here's that rotation right here. It's just east of Enterprise now. We've been tracking it for a bit. And then this is the only tornado warning in the entire U.S. And again, it was started out further to the south. Specifically, it really started to ramp up about 6-7 miles southwest, maybe more to the southwest of Enterprise, Kansas, but it's looking a little weaker than it did before, and it is exiting the tornado warned area, so this tornado warning may be allowed to expire here in just a bit. The storm might be actually increasing. Storm might actually be speeding up a bit. Yeah, there's only a severe thunderstorm warning that's just been issued on the storm right here. So, definitely looks a bit interesting here. And we still have all these tornado watches in place. Oh, that's a feature I didn't know existed. Anyways, well, these storms here near Hobart and just east of Altus, and down the line we have multiple more cells going up there in Texas. Let's see here. It looks like they're still on the same road, but they are on a main highway, and this looks like they're exiting, so... Oh, or not. Okay. Oh yeah, that went up towards Topeka.
Gonna do it right. 75 north. That's what we want.
My bad, Hunter.
Alright, they're getting off the highway. There is now no tornado warnings active whatsoever. Zero. Nada. No warnings. No tornado warnings. It's all severe thunderstorm warnings. But all these cells that I have been tracking here. Look at that.
Speed limit 50?
You've got to be joking.
Alright, now let's go back over to see if there's anything new. No new mesoscale discussions at this time. This tornado warning right here has been allowed to drop. That area spin has left the area. It is now south of Chapman. But with this current trajectory, it looks like it might go. It's going to go south of Junction City unless this entire line can shift north. We saw these cells down here in Oklahoma, and it looks like one of these supercells did kind of shift further off to the east rather than the northeast here. Perhaps. And then there is this cell developing out here, almost directly on the Red River. And then there's whole bunch of these like little shower thingies popping up here to the south. I'm not entirely concerned about these. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but those we'll watch carefully. Again, no new mesoscale discussions right now. Look at that. Mesocyclonic plates going up there.
There's our storm.
And this is the one that was near Enterprise, Kansas.
I rolled that up. Very loud. Yeah, that one down there lost its tornado warning.
Colin's getting screwed. Oh, wait, that us?
Yeah, that's us.
But the one down to the south lost it?
Yeah. This hook is on our highway.
That looks beautiful.
And it is on our highway, but like 15 miles north.
Oh, jinxed it.
I think you underestimate how fast it's actually moving. And our east, north,
this
east,
new tornado
north.
warning is.
I didn't think we were hitting that many fucking
back
towns.
up in Minnesota.
Again, I'm not familiar with this area.
I tell you to leave for a reason.
Alright, we're gonna leave these guys here with the mesocyclonic plates right here. Boom, boom. Going up there. Let's go back to this storm over here. This is the storm they're on, is out there. But we need to get up to Minnesota for this supercell here. This is the tornadic one. See here, so we're talking about Walford, Mission, Palisade, south of Emily, Minnesota. If you live in any of those towns I just mentioned, get to the lowest level, centermost point of your house. This is now the new only tornado warning in the entire United States, the entire concern area. And if you live in, let's say, Palisade, Walford, Mission, south of Emily, Minnesota, lowest level, safe spot of the house. This is when things are going to get just a little more crazy here. Because this is a new tornadic supercell here. Let's see if I can find it here, actually. Let's go to velocity. Yep, there it is. And that should be it right there. Yep. So yeah, this is a new tornadic supercell here. Can kind of see a little bit of a hook there. Still kind of funky and weird to see there, but because I've having several more severe thunderstorm warnings going up. Good grief. And this is kind of traveling off to the northeast a bit here. And I'm pretty sure that the warm front's kind of up here somewhere. Oh yeah, look at that. Hey, let's go and check here real quick. Look at that.
Look at the lighter coloring ring.
What am I looking at?
Can't tell if that's a rain shaft thunderstorm warning for it now. It is moving to the northeast.
Okay, what the fuck is this dust?
It's also sped up.
Where are we at relative to the storm? Where's the hook? It shouldn't be on.
Out there. According to that,
Like, it shouldn't be right here.
we're behind it.
No, maybe that's not an old wall cloud. Man. Alright, well, we're gonna leave these guys to it. Again, right now we're looking at Mission Walford, north of Tromwald, Palisade, Minnesota, and that is Wakanabu, hopefully I said that right, Minnesota. This is not a confirmed tornado, but this is an area of circulation. Right now, from what I can tell. Alright, anyways, right now it does appear to be. Yeah, this is still an area spin, but here in Minnesota, you need to keep a very close eye on this cell. Right now, it's coming up onto Walford, Minnesota, lowest level, centermost point of the house. You need to get to your safe spot immediately. If you live in a mobile home, RV, evacuate, get into a sturdier structure, get underground if you can. Get in a ditch, but do not, under any circumstances, hide under overpasses. We still see it to this day. Never, ever, ever a good idea. Even if you have baseball-sized hail coming onto you, you absolutely need to hide in a spot that is not a overpass. Overpasses will speed up your tornadic circulation and can lead to a higher risk of death. And this is just coming onto Walford here. The area spin right now is almost directly over River Road, and this is just west of Walford. This is going to be right over River Road, Walford. River Road that goes out west of Walford, Minnesota. Not seeing any very noticeable areas on correlation coefficient here, so back here, all that.
That's just a cop on this road, so help us. That's just unlucky.
Here are the new mesoskill discussions. There actually might be here. Oh. This is a new mesoskill discussion here in the Texas Panhandle. Wait a minute. Hang on, is this real? Is this new or old? I think this is old. Okay, yeah, this is 100. Yeah, this is old. I don't know what in the world that was. This is old. Why is it showing me an old one? I want to see this one. Stop showing me an old one! Why are you doing this? Which one is this? That go further south? Ugh. Oh, well. Checking on that later, I guess. Let's go back to radar scope here for Walford. Again, this is... looks like just west of you right now. Oh, wow, that storm died there in Oklahoma. Golly. Let's go down to southwest Oklahoma here real fast. Fastest one died up. Boom. Look how fast it just dies there over Indiahoma. And there is more storms developing behind it. And those could produce strong tornadoes later if because we're still in a favorable environment, so see if this is working now. There we go. Supercells will continue to pose a risk of very large hail with an increasing tornado risk into the evening. So right now time is 7:20 p.m. CDT. Semi-discrete supercell clusters are tracking northeastward across northwest Texas this evening. These storms are evolving east of a dryline bulge, where temperatures have warmed into the 80s and mid-upper 60s to around 70 dew points beneath steep mid-level lapse rates, around 40 knots of deep layer shear, characterized by a long, generally straight holograph, should continue to favor a risk of very large hail. However, as the low-level jet increases over the next couple hours, clockwise carved low-level jet hydrographs should expand, favoring for increasing tornado risk, especially as storms trek northeastward toward the Red River through O2Z, around the 300 to 400 meters squared per second squared effective storm relative velocity. Will conditionally support a strong tornado with any established right-moving supercells that evolve. So right now we're looking at around the Red River for the highest tornado threat again, but and I'm gonna leave that here real quick. That's still here real quick. But let's go down here real quick to these cells. Any of these cells down here, I think these cells are there in Oklahoma, they're dying, I think. But pretty much any cell, these cells that continue traveling northeast, especially this cluster that it was talking about, as they get closer to the Red River over the next couple hours, the low-level jet will increase. I'm not entirely 100% convinced on that yet until I see these storms actually increase in strength the further northeast they go. But there is this cell going up now here. Pretty long. It looks like almost linear cell there. This looks like a linear kind of storm mode.
Fancy cloud forming.
I went down 50%. How did I go down 50%?
Oof.
I hit a 20 bomb. Yo, this game's actually broken.
Let's go out and see. Let's go back up to the cell here in looks like call it like northern Wisconsin, just about. I know.
I think you stopped the stream, and there's no warnings anymore.
Yeah, there's this tornado order here. I'm stopping at 8 o'clock. It's 7:24 right now. This supercell looks like it's starting to weaken down right here over Walford. Did have some decent, looks like almost intense rotation in the upper levels, and there would have been some rotation on the lower levels, obviously, but I think this supercell's starting to die down just a tad there, so we'll keep a very close eye on it here still, but just go further south. See these storms again here in Kansas. I was changing it over on Radar Omega on my phone to my right. Yeah, like 7:30, I'm gonna hop off, take a little bit of a break, but I will be live again later for the more nocturnal storms. And here's that old rotation from earlier. It's a lot messier now, though, which is good. Keep a close eye on that. Let's go ahead and check on these storm chasers here. These guys here.
Quick with the window.
I know.
Oh,
Oh, you almost walked directly into it. You best be careful. Oh, dang.
I was trapped. There was no way to escape that.
All right, this is gonna be southeast, southeast of Junction City. Is this area of circulation, but it's not very strong at the moment. But it could get its act back together in a short while.
This is our catch it. We do gotta book it though.
We'll see what they're doing here in a minute, but let's go ahead and head back over to radar scope here, where we still have that 120 warning up in Minnesota still ongoing. Let's go head back up there into Minnesota. This is like really far northeast though. Here's the Mississippi River. Have a head. All right. See here. Let's go over to velocity. Yeah, it looks like it's trying to go back up again here. It was pretty strong. It weakened down just a tad. It's getting stronger again. It's going to be northeast of Walford. Something kind of weird going to the north there. This is going to go up towards Palisade and Wakanabu, Minnesota. If you live in those two towns, get to your safe spot immediately. This is a strong supercell. Could produce a tornado in the next few minutes if it really wanted to. I'm going to drop Minnesota here for a bit. And there's a new severe thunderstorm warning down here in southwest Oklahoma. And it's for these cells right here. These are like multiple different cells, though. And as these continue off to the northeast, tornado threat should gradually increase with those. This supercell here, not really supercell anymore, more like just a strong thunderstorm, that has significantly weakened and might fizzle out here. And there's a bit of a hail core going on south of El Dorado, Oklahoma. That is increasing. And I am going to drop this live stream here for a little bit. And I'll start up a new one in like